Well, folks, my name is Mickey, and I had to start a new channel, formerly known as Ashamed Canadian. This channel is now called Ashcan 2 or Channel 2 News. Um, I have been fighting with government services all my life. Um, Recently, I've had to fight just to be able to um, get information on me. And every time I try to talk to people in government, they refuse to give their names or anything. Apparently, we don't have the right to know who we're talking about, but we have to give them all their information. Not about, sorry, talking to, but we have to give them all of our information. But I'm not allowed to know even their employee number of who I'm talking to on the phone. Now, I have done a few public records requests, and let's get to them. Um, so, I'll block this out here and here. But as you can see, this is from New Brunswick. So I put in a request for the information of all the employees that had anything to do with my case in the last year and a half since I come back to Moncton. And because I've been having nothing but problems with them. They never call back, and when they do, they want to talk over you. They don't want to hear what you got to say, and then they tell you, well, sue us. So I put in a request for these names, and so you can see, um, I did get some of them. No, sorry that it's backwards, but Della Boudreau, Natalie Boudreau, Julie Dupree, Francine Fernet, Karen Germain, Nadia Girard, Annabelle Larocque, Isabelle LeBlanc, Susan Lorette, and Tammy Roy. This took a week. That was it. Because I told them I demanded it. And I had the right to know. And then they start their shit again. So I put in a request for all employees at the Moncton office. This is the response I get back. And it says, with respect to your recent request, please note that we are unable to disclose the requested information pursuant to the following subsection of the Right to Information and Protection of Personal Information Act. They're government employees. That's all I was asking for was their employment. The head of a public body may refuse to disclose to an applicant information, including personal information about that person, if disclosure could reasonably be expected to, and there's only one. It says A, threaten or harm the mental or physical health or the safety of another person. Now, where they get that is they're not allowed to share my information. I'm allowed to have their information. So I put in another request. Tell them I want the name of everybody in that office, their hire date, and how much they make. Still waiting. I know that I'll never get it. So I did a little bit of research. Now we're dealing with the Department of Social Development, which is where my disability is. Now, as you guys know, I have narcolepsy, I have heart disease, PTSD, narcolepsy, and chronic pain. I have I have no choice. I've fallen so much, I got 3 teeth left on the bottom. I can only eat soft food because the other tooth, one of the 3 teeth on the bottom are loose, and half my teeth are loose up top because of me falling. And I can't get any dental help. They will not do nothing. I go to the dentist, they tell me to get a hold of my worker. I get a hold of my worker, they tell me just go to the dentist. I'm in this fucking loop to the point where almost all my bottom teeth I had to pull out myself if they weren't knocked out by the cops, which were a few of them in the back here and a couple on this side, but the majority of my teeth have been knocked out or loosened from me falling. I can't get help. I can't even get a doctor. I need my heart medication, my PTSD pills, and stuff like that. Can't even see a doctor. So, on top of that, these people know that I just went through a fire. They don't care. Now, the House of Nazareth, and I'll put up, if you go back and check my one of my latest videos that I just put up, you'll see where I mentioned the House of Nazareth, where how close it is. If I had a baseball, I could probably hit it. I know for a fact that I could throw a baseball onto their parking lot. That's how close they are to me. And we have this problem right outside of my house, right outside of this wall here, is we'll have 15, 20 people at a time out there smoking their drugs, getting drunk, shooting up needles, leaving garbage all around. I just went off on a guy. I don't even know if I want to post it right now. The guy came after me twice with a stick, and I picked up my camera and tripod in self-defense. Now in Canada, you're not allowed to defend yourself. So if he were to hit me, I'm supposed to take it, and I'm not allowed to defend myself, because if I defend myself, then I go to jail. See how it works here in communist Canada? So when I did the search, the average social development worker here in New Brunswick, especially the Moncton office, the average pay is $72,386 a year, plus benefits, plus overtime, and plus a government pension. So, which roughly is their average salary base is roughly, they say, around $40.73 an hour. The Some of the highest paid people in Moncton in the social development office is making over $54 an hour. Now remember, these guys have job security. They can't be fired. They can't be reprimanded. You cannot find out about them. You're not allowed to have any information about them. This is all because of Justin Trudeau and his woke bullshit policies. We got these so-called transgender people and this LTGBQRSTISN fucking alphabet fucking people thinking that they're better than everybody else. So much better that we had to change our constitution, that we had to change our freedom of religion. Can you believe that? Our churches have to accept these alphabet group people, and we have to change our religion because of a few mentally deranged people. Now, what if I went around and said that I identify as a cop? I'd be in jail in a fucking minute for impersonating a police officer. I'd probably do a better job at it than they would, but I'm just saying, I would be in jail for that. If I said that my God doesn't discriminate, it means that he doesn't discriminate between women and men and the color of your skin or race. Doesn't mean that you can bring up all your fucking psychological bullshit saying that all this transgender is good, because this is what's happening in the social development office alone. We have so many of these fucking LGBTQ fucking alphabet fucking goofs in there, and their feelings are more important than my rights. Well, there's for your feelings, folks. And all you fucking puffers out there that want to say anything, you can call me fucking whatever you want. You want to call me a fucking bigot against them or fucking discriminate against them? Yeah, I am right now because I've had it up to here. This is fucking bullshit. And all this DEI bullshit in the government where you can't even get somebody's name that you're talking to. Do you know that you're not even allowed to go in and see your worker? You cannot go in and sit down and have a conversation with your worker. If you go into the office, you have to sit in another room, open to the public so everybody can hear what you're talking about, while they're in another part of the building, and you got to talk to them over a phone because they don't care about the people. And this has got to stop. All these people that are out there on the streets, I feel sorry for them, I really do. But don't get me wrong, I don't give a fuck about them anymore either. When I can't even walk down the street after working 35 years in the social industry trying to help these people, and because of Justin Trudeau and his fucking decriminalizing fucking hard drugs and everything, he wants, this is what's happening to our cities. I remember just 10 years ago, not even, 14 years ago, I was arrested in Ottawa for having pot. Yeah, pot. But yet these people can go around and have fentanyl, carfentanil, heroin, speed, crack, coke, pills, whatever you want. And what do the cops do? Oh, do you need some needles? Do you need a pipe? I thought that these drugs were illegal in Canada. I know that when I got busted for weed, which is now legal in Canada, when I got busted for that back in 2010, they didn't spare